body so dangerous, babe. But you got a halo like an angel does, babe. Swear to God, you a sweetie. You got me singing, do you love me like Kiki? Yeah. I wanna get away for two, but I got some things.
Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I am Rashida Samoy, and if you are new, welcome to all the new subscribers. Today we're going to be doing a prom makeup tutorial. I'm going to chit chat with you guys while I do my makeup and give you guys some advice as to what I learned and how I became the woman that I am today. Let's get started. So I believe I was 18 when I went to prom. I didn't actually graduate right away when I went to prom. I believe I took a 5th year as I had to take off some time from school for some health reasons. So I had to go back and I actually did a 5th year of high school. I'm gonna go in with my MAC eyebrow pencil. As you know, this is my favorite. So yes, I went to prom when I was 18. I had a boyfriend at the time. I seriously need to pluck my eyebrows, but this is what you get from you guys, okay? I had a boyfriend at the time and I ended up going to prom alone. So this boyfriend of mine, like, everybody told me not to date him. And I was just so in love. I was really insecure going into high school. I'm gonna go into detail about this another time, but I suffer from a autoimmune disease called lupus. I've had it for about 15 years now. Going into high school, my grade 9 year, I just got admitted out of the hospital maybe a month before I started high school. So I had to take this really high dose of prednisone, and it's a steroid, and it was the only medication that could make me better. And still is only the medication that can make me better, and I hate it because the side effects are that I gain a significant amount of weight in a short period of time in my abdominal area and in my cheeks, and that's pretty much about it. And obviously if I eat bad, then it goes elsewhere, but those are the main 2 areas where it happens. Going into high school, I was like 180 if that, and I'm usually a girl who is very tiny. I've been tiny my whole life. I'm usually no more than 130. So that in itself was like a big change for me. And because of my disease, I had to go through chemotherapy and I lost all my hair in result to that. So I had like short little curly hair. This girl who everybody knew from before because I went to 2 different middle schools. I went to a French immersion one and I went to a grade 7 and 8 school. So I knew a lot of people from both schools. I went to this one school. And since I was out of commission, let's say for a while, nobody really saw me. Short hair, 40 pounds bigger than I'm usually used to. My confidence level was like so down. I was so insecure about myself. Like, me being a little grade 9er, not even know what's going on, just came out of the hospital, now having to start new school, see all these new people that I've already met before, but I look completely different now because of something that I've gone through personally. It was a lot. It was a lot. My grade 10th or 11th year, I started dating this guy. He was younger than me. Everybody told me not to date him, but of course, rebellious girl I am, decided to date him anyways. To shape my brows, guys, because it was like really my first serious boyfriend and the first man like to really tell me that he loved me. I put up with a lot of crap that I really shouldn't have, but to be honest, it's always a lesson learned. Like, if I did not go through everything I went with during that time, then I would not be who I am today, and I probably would still be accepting BS that I really shouldn't be. So everything happens for a reason, guys. I'm just telling you guys my experience because I think it's an interesting story going on. Well, I didn't really have like the best crowd of friends. Let's say, like, I love them to death, but I wish I was more academic. And because I just didn't apply myself. It's not that I was not capable, I just didn't apply myself. And I find that's what a lot of problem with us, with the kids nowadays, as well as what I faced as well, is you have a lot of distractions now. Like a lot of distractions, like more distractions than when I was growing up and what I faced. So I could imagine what the heck you guys are going through and how hard it is to focus in school, because God knows when we barely even had Facebook, I was struggling, and now you guys have everything accessible in the palm of your hands. Like, that's a lot. I would say I was popular in high school. I had a lot of friends, a lot of haters too, but I had a lot of friends in high school. So I was dating this guy, yes. I dated him, I believe, after high school as well. So we dated for about 3 years. And when I tell you, that was like the worst relationship of my life. Like, that relationship scarred me for so long. That man cheated on me with like so many different people. Like, it was so embarrassing, the fact that I had to go to prom by myself. And I had a boyfriend, and everybody knew I had a boyfriend. And this man pretty much told me that, I don't know, he had some lame ass excuse as to why he didn't want to go to prom with me. And I later on found out it was because his side ting, well, multiple side tings at the time, were telling him, like, if you go to prom with her, like, I'm gonna be so offended, and da-da-da. And I guess he wanted to keep his hopes. So he decided not to go with me and made me go alone. And I'm pretty sure he probably cheated on me that night too, but that's life. So yes, so after I shape my eyebrows, I'm going to just spoolie them a little bit. Make sure they're not too dark. I'm going to use this right here just to set the eyes a little bit. So yeah, me and this guy ended up breaking up, of course. Eventually, like, come on girl, I realized that that just was not it. He ended up getting another girl pregnant while we were dating at the time. And it was weird because, mind you, this is still in high school, and obviously, you know, like when one person finds out something in high school, everybody finds out something in high school. So everyone was just acting weird that week in school, and I just couldn't figure out why. People were saying hi to me, but they weren't really saying hi to me. Like, it was such a weird, like, feeling. So eventually my guidance counselor came to me, and she's like, yeah, Rashida, I need to speak to you about something. And I was like, okay, cool. And she was like super cool. Like, my mom was friends with her. Like, she really looked out for me. So she comes to me and she's like, Rashida, I think you should go get tested. I'm like, girl, why do I need to get tested? I have one man, and it's been one man only. I think I'm good. Yeah, no, yeah, great. So she proceeds to tell me that my man is pretty much cheating on me with this girl at school, and she's came to her and pretty much told her that, yeah, like, I think I'm pregnant for, like, well, I'm not even, I think I'm pregnant, I am pregnant for this guy. I'm going through an abortion, and I think he possibly gave me something as well. So because of, like, my health issues, she was like, the guidance counselor, she knew that, like, this was serious and it would affect me a lot different than it would affect anybody else. So she told me, I'm assuming she could possibly have lost her job for telling me this, out of, like, because realistically the girl went to her in confidence, but she told me anyways. Whatever, shout out to you, sis. That was like a relief. So the funny thing is though, guys, I had a dream the week before where I was in a taxi cab and I was coming from like a party or something. Next, my loves, I am gonna go in with this little palette here. I got it from Winners. This is by Color Story. We're gonna use color Acai on just the lid of the eye. I haven't used this palette before, so hopefully it's good, but yeah, so ooh, I like it. Back to my story. So I had a dream a week before with this girl that actually he got pregnant. So we were in a taxi cab, I guess, coming from a party from school, And I don't know how I ended up in this cab with this girl, but me and her were sharing a cab. She proceeds to go out and tell me like I'm having relations with your man. So obviously the rowdy girl that I was in the dream, I don't know why, but I decided to beat the girl up in the cab and pitch her out the cab, and that was the end of the dream. I woke up, it was what it was. I wake up and I tell my boyfriend about the dream. Well, my ex at the time, I tell him about the dream. I'm like, babe, like, this is so weird. This is so weird. Like, I had a random dream about this girl at school. Like, I don't even talk to her. Like, I had a dream that she was saying that, like, you guys had sex and you had relations. And, like, that's so weird. Like, I'd never met this girl before. Yeah, joke's on me. He proceeds to tell me, like, I don't know, it's just this girl in his class. Like, yeah, she's in his grade, but she doesn't really talk to her. And they've never had relations. A week later, my guidance counselor comes to me and tells me about them. So I'm looking at, like, this man, like, you little liar. Little liar.
Why you always lying? Oh my god.
Make sure you blend, guys. Blend, 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 blend. Make sure everything is all smooth. And I'm like, you little liar. Like, what I found out when I tell you I was livid. And the joke is, that's why everybody was acting all weird towards me at school. Because that's what was going on. I was the only one that didn't know, and it really sucked. So yeah, I'm like, you little liar. So that's when we officially broke up, because, like, I don't know, there's only so much you could endure. And to be honest, there was multiple females that, like, were involved in this relationship, and I just was not happy at that point. And, like, for you to lie to me, it was very manipulative. Like, he would say stuff like, oh, why would I do that to you, Rashida? Like, I have you. You're, like, the best girl I'd ever get. Like, why would I ruin that for these other girls? And obviously, I'm looking at him like, you right. Why would you ruin that? You have me. What's your problem? Yeah, he knew exactly what he was doing. And yeah, he took advantage of my kindness. When I tell you, it took me a very long time to heal from that situation. Just because it was just a lot. When you really love somebody and then they're telling you things like, why would I do that to you, because, like, you're perfect, and then he does it and you're kind of looking like, I thought I was perfect, I thought I was worth you being honest with me and you keeping it 100. But no, sis, no, girl, no, that ain't it. My advice as to what I would have done differently in high school, I would have saved more. I feel like I spent a lot of money on a lot of nonsense. I'm just putting this in the crease of my eye just to give it a little bit more pop in the eye crease. I wish I had saved more. I feel like that's one thing I did not do enough. And, like, I was working 2 jobs since I was about 15. So for me, if I was wise with my money, I should have, like, a house by now. And I should probably be driving a foreign car. But I am not. If I actually decided to be smart with my money, my life would be completely different than it is now. It's all a learning curve. Like, I was a smart girl and decided to get a credit card at 18. Not a smart idea. Not a smart idea at all. Don't do it. And if you can do it, go for it. Like, if you're really good with your money, I highly recommend you building your credit from young. And the bank decided that it was a wise idea to give me a $5,000 credit. Right, fresh out of high school. With no prior, like, saving experience at all. Yeah, I racked that credit card up in probably, let's say, 6 months, 5 grand. So that bad boy collected interest because I didn't take it seriously. And I paid for that after. My mom always told me about saving, make sure I had saving, and she always made sure I had a job so I knew like I have to work for my money and whatnot. Go in again, guys, with my Fenty Beauty concealer. I'm gonna put it under the eye. I use another concealer by NARS just for other areas, but when it comes to like highlighting, I like to use this concealer. I do find it creases. If you guys suggest any others, I find this one is a good shade for me, but I do find that it creases, and I don't like creases. You know what? I'm just gonna put my concealer on first. I found when I was in high school, I kind of just was living. Like, I was just living my best life. I knew that I wanted to be rich. I knew that I wanted to be successful, but I didn't really have a plan. I was lucky enough to have my mom in my ear in regards to like saving and in regards to like, what do you want to do with life? What are you good at? She always pushed me to be creative. That's why I'm really like thankful for my mother, because she always pushed me to be creative. Like, if I wanted to do something, she was always very supportive. And a lot of parents aren't like that. They are very by the book. Like, you need to get your academics first before you think about anything for yourself. Going back to the topic with my ex now, everything is a lesson learned. Like, I can't be upset with what I went through, because now I know what I will allow and now I know what I will not allow. And if not, I know I probably would have continued to make stupid decisions when it comes to men. I'm not gonna lie and say I'm perfect. I'm accepting of the fact that I'm single, and I'm accepting of the fact that it's just because I am not going to settle for anything less than I deserve. Like, I know a lot of my friends that are in relationships that are unhealthy and are very toxic, and because I already went through that at such a young age, like for me, I know like I'm just not gonna accept that again. Like, if I have to be alone, then I have to be alone. I don't really believe in settling, because I feel like you're always going to be looking for more. You're always going to be searching for more if you feel like you're settling. So you're never really happy. You're just kind of like, oh, well, this will do. That's not a way of living. Aim for what you feel like you deserve. Always. Like, I personally can say that I wasn't built to work for somebody my entire life. Like, even when I'm working for somebody, I'm still working on my goals during my free time. I'm still working on what I want to achieve in life going forward while I'm pretty much on their job. You should always have a focus on what you want to achieve. Always. Super old school, guys. I still use the Sacha Buttercup powder. I'm more of a yellow undertone, so I'm still using this, so I can't use this anymore because it's been holding it down for me. So we did our eyes already, we did our foundation, we did our concealer. Now to add some definition to your face, I'm going to use this contouring sculpting powder by MAC. I like to use the darker one, so we're just going to go in with that on my cheekbones. So yes, I'm also super old school in a sense where I love to write things down. I have an old school journal, as well as like I use Google Calendar. I find I remember them a lot better once they are written down. So if you can, every day write down what you want to achieve for the day and write down what you want to achieve for the week. You always want to remind yourself of your long-term goals as well as your short-term goals. You always want to place your short-term goals in sequence to achieve your long-term goals as well. I'm gonna put a little here and a little here, because you know your girl don't really have a nose bridge, so we're just gonna add that as well. I wish that I instilled these habits that I have now when I was younger, just because I feel like I'd be so much more advanced in life, but I can't complain. I don't think I'm doing too bad for myself, but at least you guys have me, big sis Sheeta, to look out for you guys and make sure that you're good. So I'm going to put some eyeliner on, and then I'm going to put my lashes on, and then I'm going to do my hair and get all cute for you guys. focus on more important things. Like, I put a lot of my focus on like friends when I should have been putting a lot of focus on myself and what I wanted to achieve. Yes, I'm young, guys, have fun. I want everyone to have fun. That's like not what I'm trying to say here, but in the midst of having fun, always remember to keep your goals in mind, or else you will get distracted and you will get lost, and the worst thing is trying to find yourself. But always keep in mind, you can always recreate yourself and you can always reinvent yourself. If you're unhappy with what you're doing, put in steps in place where you make changes, where you become who you want to become. Like, a lot of people who know me now can say I'm not the same person that I was 5 years ago, because I didn't like who I was 5 years ago. I was rude for no reason, just giving attitude, just unhappy with myself and unhappy with life. And I was portraying that on everybody, and I was portraying that through everything that I did. And that's just not a way that you want to live. Like, I'm happy now because my soul is happy. Like, I have a relationship with God, which is very important to me. I have a relationship with myself, which is very important to me. Like, I need to be able to love myself. Because at the end of the day, when all else fails, who got me is me. And who got me is God. So those are the two relationships I always need to make sure are A1 at all times. So my camera actually died, guys. I took that opportunity to put on my lashes. For now, we're going to take off the setting powder. Pretty much, moral of my story is my prom was crap. And you don't want your prom to be crap, guys. So if you have to go alone, go with your girls. Just make sure you always keep in mind your worth. And keep in mind what you will and will not accept as a woman, okay? You have the right to say no. You have the right to say no to whatever the hell you want to say no to, okay? I'm going to use this color again. I'm going to go under the eye. Add a little bit more definition. A little bit more purple pop. I'm going to contour a little more now. Going back in with the MAC Sculpting Powder Indefinite. And next, I'm going to go in my Mineralize Skin Finish. Just set my face a little bit more. Make it not look as orangey. And boop, boop, boop. Next, I'm going to add some blush just on the cheeks area. Just to add a little bit more of a rosy tone. Then next, we're going to go in with some highlights. Because it's a prom look, don't be shy with the highlight, ladies. Put the highlight wherever you want. So I'm glad that I can have this chit chat with you all, just so you can kind of see, like, it does get better. High school is very tough. People are very, very mean and very cruel, but it gets so much better. Put a little bit in the inner eye area just to add a little bit more of a pop.
Dangerous, your body's so dangerous, babe. But you got a halo like an angel does, babe. Swear to God, you a sweetie. You got me singing, do you love me like Kiki? Yeah. I wanna get away for two.
Well, thanks guys for watching my prom makeup tutorial and the chit chat with me. Hopefully I have enlightened you guys and kind of given you guys some advice. I wish someone had given me this advice when I was growing up, but they didn't. So your big sis Sheeta's here to help you guys out. If you guys like this video, as you know, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed already, subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys next time.